Still haven't figured out what that is. It says push when everyone's seated. Don't know what it does. I've pushed it many times. Anyway, obviously in the last episode finished off doing the floor, so that's been done. And now today I've been doing the side insulation, getting all that done and installed. We're pretty much done with the side insulation on the walls. As you can see, I'm sort of introing after doing the work, but we've done obviously the butyl matte, like the blue here, which cuts down the sort of ting-ting noises. And then obviously we put a little bit of insulation sanding across the whole of walls. It's made a very big difference inside the bus, and it changes the volume a lot. So hopefully it's going to make a bit of difference with the insulation. Then obviously foil board is next. So let's get cracking into the foil board. And then next episode is that. Then we can start building. Looking forward to the building bit. So we've been working in the cab in the last little while. So my Amazon delivery of the heavy foam mat has turned up. So I've ripped everything out of the interior here, cabin. We've even got the door trim off there. Everything's going to be redone. And what I can't get over is, apart from a couple of mystery wires down there for, I assume, GPS trackers and stuff for the school bus, it's immaculate. Like, some of the buses I looked at were completely rotted out down there, and just had heaps and heaps of rust everywhere. Not even a bit. So cracking into it. Next time you see this interior shot, hopefully it'll have a whole heap of reflective silver stuff and then foam on top. So right, so I'm part the way through with the second layer of sound, like deadening after the first layer, and I just wanted to show a little sound test. It's hard to find place, but up here it's hard to hear on the microphone, but and then over here where it's actually done already, such a difference. I'm sure that's going to make a massive difference when we're driving. Starting to look like a bit of a spaceship in here, but the difference just on tapping the panels is massive. So I've sort of squeezed it into as many little nooks, crannies as I can, and looking good. Carpet's going in now. It's getting a bit dark. Bit of a blooper reel. You know when you do something and get it all done, you're like, so happy. It's just a job complete. Tick. And then you realise to go to plug one thing in and the other end of the plug isn't there anymore, and you go, poop. I've just done that here. Got all the seats done, got everything done, got the flooring, got all the insulation done underneath it, got my bracket on, got the seat on, and then I went to plug in the seatbelt plug, which is meant to be there, coming up into the seatbelt. It's not there. It's under the vinyl. But out comes the seat, out comes the door trim. We're going in to find a cord. Let's go.
Hi guys, I'm here in the backyard with the bus. Now, while Mark's not here, he's running some emergency thing that's happened at work. He had to go back to work. I'm going to give you a little rundown of what we've been up to in the bus. Okay, in the cab, Mark left you with us about to do the foil, the blue sound deadening. So we did that all underneath every inch of the floor. We also used the silver insulation, so that should reduce a lot of heat and noise coming out of the engine under that cover there, which should make it a lot more bearable. What are we doing then? We're going to try and get the foil board and some cables run down the side of the bus, side panels. That's our next big job. And then, of course, you know what's next. Yes, you guessed it, that one. It's going to be fun, guys. I'm so excited. This is going to be such a good... it's going to be fantastic. So, Mark, what's this stuff?
We're doing the butyl, the foam stick-on insulation, and then we're going to have the foil board here on the sides and the roof. Beautiful thing. This is very light, and it makes a massive difference to sound. So we're hoping it also helps a little bit with the insulation combined with the foil board, and here's hoping.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Here's hoping. Sticky stuff. So this is just a bit of a sound difference. Obviously, let's go with an untreated panel because we haven't done this bit yet. Like really echoey. Then you've got the car builder stuff. Very bassy. Then it's just a massive cut down in sound. So here's hoping it makes a bit of difference for both sound and insulation. Nice and simple. Sometimes you've got to celebrate the little wins. I've watched videos of people removing insulation off the top of these things, and I've seen people do it and it's like they've had spray glue and it's just they've had to use the wheel, caramel wheel to get everything off. I don't know if you've done this job before and if this is going to annoy you, but and then we're left with a couple of little bit of tape, which literally, sorry, little bits of tape which just peel across. So the roof lining, literally for us, is
Take the blessings where you can get them.
This simple. And then as you can see, the tape just, I'm doing it one-handed, so it's not the best, but the tape just peels off. You seriously gotta enjoy the wins when you get them. Don't you, Fibber?
Oh, this is just, I was in for a nightmare, and it's not. This is going to be, look at this little bit of tape. It just,
So easy.
it's so easy.
Although it is getting hotter in here.
It is. I feel
It's
like
getting
I
a bit
am
warm.
inside a Centurion tank of some sort, but
Gonna look forward to getting the insulation up here very, very quickly, but how easy is it? Like, gotta get a win every now and then.
this is just...
Stoked. A bit of a comparison between these two. Now the butyl matte, this stuff here that everyone recommends, and it's good stuff. I've used it in cars before, but it weighs a ton, and the amount of boxes of it we've got, like, I've put heaps of it around like the sound deadened areas up in the cab, but back here, we're not going to be back here when we're driving, and it weighs a ton, like 11 kilos a box, and you'd need, I've seen people cover this stuff, you'd need, what, 8 boxes, 7 boxes to cover this. The difference here, even with 3 little sheets of it here, it takes some of it out, but with just a test patch with this stuff, and this weighs basically nothing. So we're pretty much going to switch to this for the rest of it, I believe, and then obviously foil board across the top. Let's get into it. So we've done the first line of insulation now. Obviously foil board is coming up next, which I've actually started my first bit. Let's see if the camera's set. Just here, I'm sort of working my way across the air conditioning unit here, and I'm just so I can put all those panels back up and return it to sort of where it's meant to be. Anyway, one thing that was sort of annoying me was this cable. Just a really dumb way of running it all the way along. It's been, you know, sort of clipped sort of in here, and that's where the foil board has to sit. So anyway, remove that. I did read that it was very difficult to get lines up this pillar, but I've just taped a bit of tape to this line, unplugged it, pulled it up, and now I have a way to get cables up and down this line here. So now I'm just going to run this all the way back, and then I'm going to run it like it is on the first line here behind the pillar, and I'm going to go behind all the way along up there, and where's my face? There's my face. And hopefully make it a bit easier for myself when we come to doing lining and all that fun stuff. Oh, check that out, 2 pieces, not bad.
So what are you doing, Mark?
I am feeding a cable snake through the whole length of the car, all 7 meters of it, with clips that don't like to fit. There's a sharp bit of metal there too. Ow.
What's the cable for?
This is, I believe, my best. Oh god, I've got like 6 more to go. Alright, last layer of insulation done almost on this bit. I've got that bit up there to do.
Hi everyone, we're here in the bus and Mark is being thoughtful.
He's contemplating. We don't. There's many decisions to be made, and he's making all of them at once in his head, and we're trying to choose which one to do first.
So this would be probably one of the hardest parts about building a bus. Easily the hardest is the mental aspect. So we've been planning this for years. We've watched every YouTube video, searched every forum, every Facebook post, you name it. But when it comes to building it, you've got to commit, and that's the hard part. You're like, what are we going to do? Where's this going to go? And you've got to think of everything before you've done something. So you've got to go, I've got to have this here, but I want a PowerPoint there. So I've got to run conduit. And there's all these steps. So sadly, there's a lot of sitting in the bus after work and just going, where am I going to put this and how am I going to put this? So this is easily the hardest part, and the part no one talks about, how much stress and loss of sleep you get just thinking about how to build this thing and where things are going to go.
Yes.
But
do you do the framing first? Do you do the plumbing first? Do you do the wiring first? Should you put your solar panels on first? The max span or the air conditioning hole in the roof first? There's so many decisions of what to do next that no one talks about. And yeah.
So if you're going through this and you're at this stage, you're not alone. I'm sure everyone's gone through it. Maybe no one's talked about it, but the good thing is the Facebook communities are really good. We've had great feedback. Some people are obviously not great, but I've actually made some friends off Facebook through Messenger and stuff now that we're chatting, that we're all building a bus at the same time and bouncing off each other. So there's some pretty cool things there. Everyone's got their own ideas as to what's best, of course. You just got to do what feels right for you. And that's sort of what we're doing. So tonight I'm just sitting in the bus and staring and looking and getting a plan of what goes where before framing and stuff goes up, because that's pretty much what's coming up next, which is going to be exciting.
I think we'll be doing framing or some sort of framing behind you for that wall between the cab and the
going to be a wall, a door
here
behind me, fridge sort of there between the passenger seat and this door. And then we're probably going to build passenger seat area, our table dining room area. Next, and then into the bed, and then that'll give us our space for showers and everything over this side.
And Sifa's bed also. You can't forget Sifa.
You've got to have, the cat has to have his spot.
Yes, he's got to have his little area.
But we're just thinking of just cracking into it, just starting to do some framing and working it out as we go. I mean, we watched Diani's video. She didn't do her cable running until she was like 90% of the way through the bus. So probably a better way is to stop planning as much, and we're just going to start doing and get into this, get teeth into it. Do you reckon?
I think so.
I'm going to sit down and think more.
He's going to think more. I might pour another glass of wine while he does that.
Oh yeah, wine. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, see ya. Bye. Next time.